Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We've got your weekly reading for you guys here. This is covering April 1st through to the 7th of 2024. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you who likes, shares, subscribes, and of course, your fantastic energy. So we do have a choose your deck reading for you guys again, so that you can connect with whichever deck catches your eye. We have the Tarot of the Black Cats right over here. So if you're into black cats, we've got this one as your deck number 1. Deck number 2 is Wisdom of the Owls, and deck number 3 is Influence of the Angels. If you're more drawn to crystals rather than to a particular deck, we've got a beautiful clear quartz crystal pyramid right here on top of the black cat. Here we've got a sunstone on the Wisdom of the Owls, and we have a moonstone on top of the Angels deck there for you guys. So when you get a second, just close your eyes, connect with your intuition, and see which one speaks to you the most. If you find that you're drawn between a couple of different decks, there's likely more than one message there for you guys this week. But this week we do have kicking off right on April 1st. We're kicking off with the Mercury retrograde that's going to stick around with us like the friend we didn't ask for all the way until April 25th. Okay, so full swing ahead. We've already been in the shadow period for a couple of weeks now, so some of you might already be accustomed to this energy a little bit, but do yourself a favor this week. Take a little bit of extra time to back up your computers and, maybe put your photos and stuff from your phone onto the cloud or whatever that happens to be, because we do sometimes run into some technology snafus when we've got Mercury retrograde. We also have a higher incidence of miscommunication in many ways. So it's going to be very important just to slow down and to make sure that you are checking and double checking things, reassess and reevaluate things before you hop right into something or before you hit that send button. So we also are full steam ahead into the solar eclipse energy. It occurs on the 8th, but we do definitely feel it. We're a week past the lunar eclipse and a week before the solar. So we're right in kind of a little bit of mystery land in between those energies, but it is big, powerful energy. So you are going to be feeling it because the solar eclipse is in the sign of Aries. It is very fiery, very passionate, and because we've got some unpredictable things, there could be a little bit of drama, but you could also really be feeling a little more pep in your step. So just be aware of yourself, your surroundings, and what's going on just to navigate some of that energy, but know that you might get some surprises along the way, and these could be actually really exciting and something that you wanted, or this might be something that is helping you to clear the path for your future. But let's get right into your weekly reading here. So once again, deck number 1, we've got our Tarot of the Black Cats. Number 2, we've got the Wisdom of the Owls Tarot. And then number 3 over here, we've got the Influence of the Angels. Timestamps down below in the description section and in the comments. And let's get right into it. Hello to all of you who chose deck number 1. We've got our Tarot of the Black Cats here, and lucky you, I have my little black cat who is sitting right beside me as I do your particular reading. He wasn't here a second ago, and he's just watching me, giving me the old googly eyes. I should have named him Romeo because he knows how to bat an eye at you. But anyway, so he is here feeling the energy of your reading, and he is a very little mystical, magical little black cat. So we've got here for you guys, we've got the moon coming right out full force, front and center for you. We also have the Fool coming in there. Wow, magical new beginnings perhaps. And we have the 10 of Wands here for you guys as well. So in this particular energy, this is about taking a new and fresh approach to things in your world. All right, there's something here that you're being asked to examine and to do perhaps a little bit differently than you did previously. All right. The moon energy does come in here full force for you. So there could be something here where you're either at the very end or the very beginning of a cycle. Quite often those cycles do flow into each other, right? So we've got to usually transition out of the old and into the new. So this can be, where maybe you're embarking on a new creative project. This can be where you are looking at things a little bit differently in a different perspective here. And you're figuring out, how can I lighten my burden? How can I lighten my workload? What do I need to do differently? Because that 10 of Wands can be kind of a heavy energy. Now it's coming in more towards your weekend, okay? But but it could be something that's kind of on your mind, because this particular energy here is about having a burden, having a lot of responsibilities, feeling that monkey on your back. So there's something bothering you, something stressing you out, or you have a lot on your plate. And when we get this energy, this is the moon energy. Examine, okay, something that is maybe not your responsibility. How do you free yourself to give yourself a little lighter step with that Fool energy, right? What do? You have a look and say, okay, what am I doing that doesn't belong to me? What responsibilities am I taking on that belong to someone else? It's time to put up some boundaries, or to reestablish some boundaries if someone is overstepping them. And why are they overstepping them? Because you allowed them to. Why? Probably because it's easier sometimes. Or sometimes they just kind of like make you feel a little bit guilty, or maybe you feel sorry for them or something. Time to give someone else their burdens back. All right. But I do feel there is this kind of evolutionary energy coming in here for you guys. And this can be something of your spirit, something of you. This can be something in your relationships, something in your workplace, whatever it happens to be. You may be feeling a big shift this week, and it may kind of, be a little bit overpowering. 10 of Wands. It could be a little bit stressful, okay? But it's clearing, it's cleansing, it's clearing, it's setting you up for a better tomorrow. With the moon card here, this does bring in a very creative, highly intuitive energy. So again, you could be having it could be that your intuition is guiding you to something, Fool card, very exciting. And this can be new people, new endeavors, new jobs, a new perspective. The Fool always has a pep in his step and always is up for a little bit of adventure. So this can be really positive for you in this energy. Now that moon card though is very connected with your emotions. Okay, so again, you could be feeling the feels this week with this energy, but pay attention to things that are hidden. All right. The moon can bring about illusion, cast a shadow over things. So you may need to look at things a little bit differently with a fresh set of eyes to gain clarity about something here. And this can actually help you to resolve problems or to kind of make some very positive change in your life. But ultimately, this is kind of some exciting energy that we've got coming in. And with this, there could be like a surprise of some kind. The moon quite often does, bring something out of the darkness, out of the shadow, out of the depths of something here, and it could surprise you. So it can be that maybe somebody has a surprise for you. It can be that maybe there's an unexpected turn of events this week. So, but ultimately something quite exciting. With the Fool card coming in here, new beginnings, sense of adventure. It can also be some naive energy though. So just be a little bit aware of that there could be something that you encounter this week, whether it's a person or a situation or an opportunity, and you could be really excited about it right off the bat, but this requires further examination. Okay, Mercury retrograde energy right there, okay, is something is in front of you and it's like, oh my goodness, we got to pounce on this opportunity or we got to do this thing. But the moon is saying, there's something hidden. You need to take a step back. You need to ask some questions. You need to make sure that you've got all the right information and the correct information, because there could be something hidden if it's like a new contract or something like that. Read the fine print, right? Not that there's anything wrong with what might be in a certain document or something that's that you're presented with. It just means that you need to be aware of what is in there. right? And I quite often do use the example of a contract because nobody likes to read the fine print. It's usually really small, number one, but it's usually like really long-winded, and it's like, ugh, I don't have the energy to read this, and quite often it's written in some sort of legalese mumbo jumbo that we just, it's like, it's just kind of hard to get through. So, but it does require, whenever we get the moon, especially with the Fool, further examination. So reassess, reevaluate, have a second look, ask for someone's second opinion if necessary, to make sure that you don't have any kind of unnecessary stress. Okay, but I do feel here with that 10 of Wands coming in that there is going to be a fresh energy coming in here to replace something that's been weighing heavily on you. And it's because you're getting creative, because you're listening to your intuition, because you are willing to make some positive change there to lighten your burden and to lighten your step. We have the 5 of Cups here for you guys as well. Now, fortunately, this is in your blessings position, okay? So the energy benefiting you the most throughout the week is an energy of sadness. Because why? Because we're making change. So in this energy here, there may be something that you are experiencing this week or something you're already dealing with that you already know of. And in that 5 of Cups energy, you're dealing with it. You're processing emotions, you're clearing the air, you're cleansing, you're purging, you're looking at the bright side. So if you've been feeling down, you're going to be looking a little bit brighter. That Fool card energy right then and there, right? It's always exciting, always jumping right into things. You need to trust yourself though, because you may need to take a little bit of a leap of faith after you make sure that you evaluate something very well. But with this 5 of Cups, it's righting some wrongs, it's making positive change, it's some emotional growth here, it is some cleansing, purging, forgiveness, and it does bring in some healing. And so this is a beautiful energy coming in here for you, not without its challenge, right? Not without its challenge, but the blessing is that you resolve something, or you get past something, or you make something better. That's not a bad place to be. Your advice from Spirit, we have Aries energy, Aries moon. There you go. Aries energy here with the Emperor. And your advice from Spirit is to take charge, is to trust yourself, to make the right choices, the right decisions, to be in control, to take back control as well. Because remember that 10 of Wands there, some of you may be dealing with a situation, whether it's about people or money or relationships, whatever it happens to be, where you are carrying the bag. You are the one holding all the responsibilities. And it's time for you to take back your control, take back your power, and diversify or delegate something in some way, put up those boundaries even as well. But Spirit also says here in this energy with the Emperor quite often does come out as an advice card. So again, we can have something hidden or something not quite what it seems with the moon energy there. And with that Emperor card coming out, this can be Spirit saying to you that there might be something that you need to ask a second opinion on, or you need to ask for advice on, or you need to seek out a higher authority for their wisdom and their knowledge that you don't necessarily have. Remember, we do have this Fool energy, which does carry some naivete with it. And that's not a bad thing. We don't know everything, right? And, but someone else may just have more experience in something than you do and can maybe enlighten you in some way. So if you have an opportunity to get some advice, Spirit is getting you to do that. But pay close attention to this moon energy that's coming in this solar eclipse, because this solar eclipse, it's a new moon. You got the moon card and it's in Aries, and you got the Emperor card, which is Aries energy. So what do you want to do? What do you want to change? What do you want to start fresh? Where do you want to do over? What do you want to level up? This is your opportunity to really think about that. Reevaluate, reassess, right? That retrograde energy, because this new moon this solar eclipse is a new moon on steroids, right? So this can be a powerful time to set the stage, to set intentions for the next 6 months, but also the next year. It's our very first new moon in this astrological year. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. First sign energy is about initiation, action. It's about setting intentions, and it's about getting started, getting going, jumping right into something here and not procrastinating anymore. It's leaving something behind, whatever has been holding you back, and it's seizing the moment, seizing the day. So in this energy, work with the energy of this new moon, and it will benefit you greatly. So whether you're setting some intentions, what I would probably do, just because eclipses can bring in some unpredictability, some chaotic energy sometimes, and even though this is new moon energy, it's a little bit easier to deal with than full moon, which we had last week. Sometimes because eclipses are unstable energy, even in a new moon, what I would do is do manifestation rituals and things like that. Maybe the day before, the day after, the energy will still be around. It's not going to go away for a few days. Okay. So maybe just not right on the day. On the day of the solar eclipse, perhaps that's a day where you can cleanse, purge, do a little bit of candle work, just sit in the energy and enjoy it and absorb it. If you can, and that might be all the action that you need to take on that day. Doing nothing, right, is better than setting intentions that may not necessarily hit their mark because they could get, kind of waylaid somewhere along the way. So it's going to be quite important for you, I think. Okay, so just a little word to the wise there. But let's get you a couple last cards coming out here and see what other messages that we've got. And my little black kitty is now fallen asleep. So here we go. He's not as interested as he was a few minutes ago. Anyway, here we go. So we have grounded energy. That's going to be very important as you go through your week. Stay grounded, centered, and focused. Keep to your roots and stand taller than the trees. All right. But just like trees, yes, we plant roots. Yes, we get grounded, but we are also flexible. Trees sway in the breeze. Okay. So flexibility is important. We have cleanse here as well. Well, we're just carrying on your theme, aren't we? Wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glades. Okay, so one of the ways that we can cleanse and ground our energy is connecting with nature, connect with the trees, connect with water, right? Moon is associated with water. If you can get near any kind of body of water or even just very simply walk in the rain, then this can really help you. But you can also use candle work and stuff like that to kind of cleanse out anything. Just ask the universe to help you release any blocks or obstacles or fears, right? Face your fear with that moon energy and lighten your step. We have kindness here as well. Take respite by a pond and be kind to yourself and others. Okay, so there you go. Even if you need to have a conversation and set boundaries or even let something go or someone go here, we can do it with kindness and compassion. And, that can really help the transitional process a little bit. Keep it a little bit lighter, right? Keep it a little bit easier to deal with. But treat yourself kindly as well, right? Don't forget to practice a little self-love and self-care at some point this week as well. And if you can't sit by a pond, sit by the ocean, take a nice cleansing hot bath or a shower, or again, just walk in the rain. Leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do hit that like button. It takes a second and it's free for you, but it really does help YouTube distribute my video out into the universe there. So I thank you very much in advance. And if you enjoy my content, please consider hitting that notification bell and the subscription button, and you will always get notified, in theory, whenever I put up new videos, which is almost every day, by the way. So I thank you guys for watching. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello to all of you who chose deck number 2. We are working with the wisdom of the owls today. So let's see what messages they have for you guys. Messages for people watching for the week ahead, please. Messages for people watching for their best and highest good, please. Thank you. And we have here first out, we've got the King of Cups. We gotta love that. Some of you may have some love and romance this week, or maybe you're just feeling really fine. We've got the 9 of Cups there as well, and we've got the 9 of Swords. This is super interesting. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold, so anyways, this is kind of interesting because With deck number 1, right, they had, they had some interesting energy the first part of the week, and then bam, right at the end of the week, dagger. So it's like a little bit of worry, anxiety, some stress creeping in, and it may be that you're just starting to kind of feel some uncomfortable, kind of slightly chaotic eclipse energy coming in there, but we'll address that. I think you shall prevail. All right, we've got the King of Cups coming out here to start your week. So you could, number 1, just be flying high as a jaybird here. You could be feeling good. You could be feeling confident and optimistic about the week ahead. Perhaps you're feeling very creative and you're just feeling confident that whatever it is that you need to get done, you'll get done, because then, of course, we do have the 9 of Cups coming in here as well, which can be it's your wish come true card, right? So your wishes, your goals coming true, you getting a sense of accomplishment, you're feeling good, and you got to have like a big smile on your face. It's like, I'm not going to let anything keep me down this week, and I'm feeling like I've gotten a lot of things done, and I'm in a super duper good place. So this can be really wonderful energy for you guys. Okay, maybe you're being very productive, or you've created something lovely, right? Some of you might be feeling extra creative this week, so maybe you're doing something around your home. Maybe you're learning something a little creative, learning how to cook or bake or play a musical instrument or something, right? Just something that kind of like is from the heart, right? And this can be really wonderful energy. But then, of course, we do have the 9 of Swords that creeps in there. Now, this can be some worry, anxiety, that does creep in, overthinking, overanalyzing things, right? Sometimes when everything is going swimmingly well, right? Sometimes we sit there and we're like, okay, what's coming in now, right? Because we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like things are going so well that we're expecting something bad to happen now. So it's important to get out of that energy, because that 9 of Wands is something that is, for the most part, us, right? Is like everything's going well, but why? What am I missing? There's got to be something, right? And so we start looking for something to be worried about, right? And we spend too much time in our head and not enough time in our heart, right? That kind of thing. It is a self-imposed restriction kind of energy, right? So it's like you've done this to yourself, that kind of thing. So it's something to be aware of. It's not something that we can't get out of, because for the most part, your energy is very, very high, very positive, and so it's just that little doubt creeping in. Now, this can also be with the 9 of Swords, because it is a nighttime card, and as we go into the weekend, we're only a couple of days away from this solar eclipse, and so this can be that your sleep is disrupted by the weekend. You could be having some weird and wacky dreams, but you could also be tossing and turning. So maybe you're having taking quite a while to fall asleep, or you're not staying asleep, and maybe you're waking up in the middle of the night. What I can tell you with that particular energy there is I tend to be a very early riser. I'm always up at, I wake up without an alarm clock at 3:33 a.m. every freaking day. I have been for years. It doesn't matter what time I go to bed, whether I go to bed at like 7 o'clock at night or whether I go to bed at 11, I'm still wide awake, perky as can be at 3:33 a.m. There's reasons behind that, and I know what they are, and that's fine. It's actually quite positive. It's really good. But with you, if you do find yourself waking up in the middle of the night and you're tossing and turning and you're getting frustrated that you can't get back to sleep, sometimes the best thing you can do is get up. Because there could be some messages coming in. The veil is very thin in the middle of the night. It's a great time to do just some meditation, or just sit in a dark room with a cup of coffee and just chill, rather than getting frustrated about the fact that we can't get to sleep, because the more we get frustrated about not being able to get back to sleep, the more awake we are, right? And so the less likely you are to be able to fall back to sleep. So just get up. Now, if it becomes a real problem, then obviously maybe you need to get something checked out or something like that. But that's a word of advice. If you're finding that you're taking too long to fall asleep, well, I guess there's a lot of other things you can do. I don't usually have that problem, but maybe stay up a little bit later, turn the phone off, turn the screen off before you go to bed, at least a good hour before you go to bed. And you might find that might help you, because you got that weird blue light that kind of messes with our brains, so that might help too. So yeah, so pay attention to your sleep. okay, on the weekend, because it could be a little bit wacky. But we've got the Eight of Wands here for you guys, and this is the blessings that are headed your way. The energy benefiting you the most is the energy of being really busy, moving forward, and getting things done. So this is excellent energy. It's a little bit of buzz in the air, a little bit of electricity in the air. Some of you might be getting some fabulous news this week, because the Eight of Wands quite often does carry not just forward momentum, but also does tend to carry some positive communication. So considering we've got the King of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Wands here, right? Part of the anxiety that comes in here might be that things are happening really fast, because that Eight of Wands is a very fast moving energy, like whew, full speed ahead. Okay. But there could be not just some really good news coming in, something that's like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. Maybe something that's so good, it's like, now it's too good to be true. What's wrong? But there could be some love and romance in the air. There could be, again, some personal successes coming in. You could have a friend that is playing some sort of key role in your world this week as well. And maybe they have some good news, and, you're celebrating something with them or spending some time with them. The Eight of Wands can be a card of travel. So you could have some visitors coming in to stay with you, or just to spend some time with you. And yeah, hey, maybe the Nine of Swords there for that is you worried about getting your house ready for them if they're going to stay with you, or perhaps you're having such a good time with your friends or your family or whoever it is that has come to visit, or that you have gone to visit, that you're going to bed awfully late and you're a little bit sleep deprived there, and it's for a good reason. So that's not a bad thing. But the Eight of Wands is very speedy, very quick, very very forward focused here in this energy. It's one where you're accomplishing things, you're overcoming any challenges that you're faced with, you're getting things done. It is also one of your intentions. So something, wherever you're putting your intentions, you're hitting the mark. Right. So it's a really great thing. But yes, it is a card of being very busy as well and having a lot to do, but not so much that you're getting overwhelmed. Okay. So it's like just enough. Like, I'm super busy, I've got a full calendar, I've got a lot on my plate, but I'm getting her done and I'm feeling good about my situation. So great energy there with that Eight of Wands. We also have the Four of Cups, and this is your advice from Spirit, okay? Be engaged with your surroundings. Be engaged with the people around you. There might be something coming in for you here that either you didn't expect or that you've been waiting for. Something could happen that's very exciting, or you could be opening some sort of doors here that you had maybe previously thought were closed. Retrogrades and eclipses can sometimes bring second chances at things. Now, I do have to say, all right, and if this is you, this is super exciting, okay? Sometimes the best things happen when we least expect them, right? And the Four of Cups quite often does bring us something, either where we've waited so long that we're starting to lose hope, or it's something kind of unexpected. It's a gift coming in. Considering we have the King of Cups, we do have some love and romance and a maturing of love and romance there as well, by the way. Eight of Wands, something really exciting. Nine of Cups, something that you wished for, and then this gift coming in out of the blue Four of Cups. Some of you could be getting engaged this week. You might have some sort of proposal or some other kind of offer from someone along the way. Might be something to do with your job, but it's very likely something very personal. Offer of help from a friend, someone dropping in unexpectedly, but someone that you're happy to see. And yes, potentially love, romance, engagements, that kind of thing coming in here. Or even if you're single, you could potentially meet someone brand new this week. So with the Four of Cups, sometimes in the Four of Cups energy, we are a little bit disinterested, or we're kind of looking at something and just feeling there's something missing, or we're just not engaging in our surroundings. We're not open to something. Okay, so Spirit's advice for you this week is, whatever your situation is, be open to things, be open to people, experiences, opportunities, even surprises, which you may not necessarily love, Okay, not everyone loves a surprise. Some people it causes anxiety, even if it's a good one. All right, but even if there's a surprise, embrace your opportunity, engage with your people and your surroundings, open your heart, because there could be something really quite interesting or quite positive coming your way. Just saying. But if there is some love and romance, then congratulations ahead of time. If that is you, the cat's out of the bag. So maybe it's not going to be as much of a surprise as you thought it was going to be. Just trust your intuition, though. The King of Cups can also show that heightened intuition as well for your week ahead. And so pay attention, whatever your situation is, just pay attention to your intuition and kind of watch for some signs, because you could be getting some. So we have some messages here from the Forest Fae. The owls live in the forest. So here you go. Here's your first one. And we have the Hedge Guardians. Oh, this is an interesting word. Walk widdershins and seek the land under the hill. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that actually means. So I'll hold that up. And if you can figure that out for yourself, then that might be a message for you. Our next one, Strange Journeys. Well, that's a strange one with the first card. But anyways, actually, I think this is look for what's hidden. Basically, look for what is hidden underneath. That's probably what that is, okay? Expect the unexpected, all right? Strange journeys, take control of your quest. Choose your companions wisely. Well, now there's that companion energy. So again, some of you could have a friend coming in. You could be traveling to see a friend. You could be meeting someone new or just spending some time with people out there. But there could be some real strange energy starting to come in here for you guys. It might be quite interesting. And here's your final message. And we've got the Autumn Fae. Go slowly and listen closely for the word of the tree spirit. There you go. Pay attention to your intuition and watch for the signs, all right? And weird and wonderful happenings may come about for you. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do hit that like button. It helps my video get seen. It helps other people see the messages. So I thank you for that in advance. Free for you. Just hit the thumbs up. And if you do enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button there. And if you hit the little notification bell, in theory, you should always get notified whenever I put something else up new, which is just about every single day. So I thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great week. And we're going to move on now to deck number 3. Hello, everyone who chose deck number 3. We have the influence of the angels coming in here. So tapping into the angelic realm for you guys. Let's have a look and see what messages are coming out for you. Messages for those who chose deck number 3, please. Thank you very much. We have the Four of Pentacles coming out first. The Four of Swords. And the Page of Cups. Ooh, well, look at that. Isn't that interesting? So we do have 2 fours coming out there for you. 4s do bring about an energy of stability and security, especially around your home and your family. They also represent building a good, strong, solid foundation or planting roots. So this might be a week for you where maybe you are establishing yourself in a relationship. You're building upon a foundation that you've already built. This can be a week for you where you're maybe thinking about your future and making plans for that as well, taking a practical approach at things, and you could be investing some money. You could also, in this energy, just be feeling kind of a little bit at ease. Because the Four of Swords does bring about an energy of peace and calm, and the Page of Cups can bring about some fun and excitement and some joy. But I also do feel like here that there is a balance being forged, being found between the physical and the spiritual. Such an important thing to do for your week ahead, right? We ground ourselves in the physical world and we open up and connect with the spiritual world. The Four of Swords is a card of meditation. The Page of Cups is quite often a bit of a spiritual awakening coming in here for you. So engage and tap into this energy, because this can be quite powerful. You may be seeing some signs this week. You might be having some interesting dreams this week, or you're just feeling a little bit more open and connected with your energy in a very positive way. So this is really nice energy that's coming in here for you. Perhaps you're even learning something about your spiritual path, your spiritual journey, that is bringing you some wisdom, some enlightenment. But we do have the Four of Pentacles here for you. Okay. Now, the Four of Pentacles is typically one where you know that you've gotten yourself to a certain point in your life where you've got a good foundation, right? Where you do have both feet on the ground and you're trusting, for the most part, you're trusting that there is more happiness, joy, and abundance to be found. You could be very focused on your money with that Four of Pentacles, but you are also maybe being a little bit discerning with your money here as well, trying to strike a balance between what you need to spend and what you want to put away for the future. So this can be, at least at the beginning of the week for you, a time when you're making some decisions and you're really recognizing the difference between wants and needs, right? You've got this much money at the moment, okay? You've got some bills to pay, but then there might be also some things that you want. So you might be really just kind of in this energy where you're contemplating, can I afford this thing? Where do I need to budget my money this week, right? And, that kind of thing. So a little bit of discernment is sometimes necessary with our finances. But you could also be having a look to the future and thinking about how you can give yourself a strong, solid, stable financial future there with that Four of Pentacles. And so you could be considering saving some money. By the same token, with that energy, you could be considering dipping into your savings for something. There's something that maybe you really want. Page of Cups is not necessarily known for being practical with money, but is like a little giddy, right? Giddy energy. There's something that I really want. There's something I've been saving up for, something that's, maybe something goes on sale or something like that. And with that Page of Cups, you could be indulging your inner child in some way. We all get excited about certain things that we've been saving up for, that we want to buy, something that's going to maybe beautify our home, or something that's just a kind of fun. So you could be spending some money that way. But whenever we do get the Four of Pentacles, we do just need to be aware about being open and receptive, whether it's to change, whether it's to something new, whether it's to communication, right? Because this can be a little bit of a closed off energy sometimes, a little bit of protection, a little bit of protective energy there. Okay, so it is important, if you're embarking on some spiritual things this week, to ground and protect your energy. It is also important. We do have a lot of planetary influences going on this week as well. Grounding and protecting your energy is always good, right? But we need to remember to let the good energy in. Okay, but you might also just be just feeling a little bit closed off at the beginning of the week. So this is something where maybe you do need to kind of focus on, just to be a little bit more open. Okay, open, flexible, adaptable. Those are quite often our keys to success. Understanding things, being open to opportunity, and also messages, because this Four of Swords that we've got, okay, we do have some potential messages coming in. It is one of meditation, taking a break, taking a time out. It's a card of rest, relaxation, and connection. So in this energy, it's going to be important for you this week to find a little bit of time to take a step back, to maybe do some meditation, and be open to the messages that you're about to receive. All right. The eclipses can bring epiphanies and revelations, and we are in this full swing of this energy. We have been for a while, all kind of weird and wacky things going on. So be open to it. All right. But I feel on a personal level, I feel there's a little bit of spiritual growth, enlightenment, or some sort of awakening here, and it may catch you off guard, may catch you by surprise, because ultimately the Page of Cups, okay, does bring in a spiritual awakening, but it also brings in surprises. It's like, whoop, I didn't expect that. All right, so there could be something really positive coming in here for you, and this is why your angels are inviting you and reminding you to be open-minded and open-hearted. But with this energy here, the Page of Cups, you could be doing something new, buying something new. You could be feeling extra creative. You could be spending some time with children, or you could, you could really just be in this energy where you're keeping things light and bright. You're having some fun. Do have to say, with the Page of Cups, there could be a little bit of love in the air for some of you here as well. And it's because you've invited it in. But there is a little bit of healing energy that's coming in here for you guys as well, okay? And especially as we do head up to the eclipse, because on that eclipse day, which is actually the 8th of April, not only is this the solar eclipse, it's a new moon, it's in Aries, but we also have a connection with Chiron, which is bringing us some healing energy. And with the Page of Cups, you could be having some healing moments going on in there. Could be meeting someone new, spending some time with friends, trying new things, or just keeping a lighthearted approach at something. But you could have a little bit of a very positive surprise coming in there for you guys as well. All right, so something that puts a big old smile on your face. We have the Page of Pentacles here, and this is the blessings headed your way. Now, this is the energy benefiting you the most. Number one, we have a leveling up in your money. Or you making a decision and focusing on your future. How do I make my money work for me rather than me work so hard for my money? And you're getting the answers that you need. You're figuring things out and you're like, yep, we've got this. We're going to try something a little bit different and this can pay off for you. With the Page of Pentacles, you could get an invitation, an offer, an opportunity. You could get some money flowing your way, some information may come to you, something may come to light. But we do have 2 pages here. These do speak to youth. This can speak to your inner child. This can also speak to balance, right? Grounded energy, down to earth energy with the Page of Pentacles, while your head and your heart is up in the air with the Page of Cups. So this can be where you are finding that equilibrium, that balance in your world. And this makes the energy of the week a lot easier to navigate. But the Page of Pentacles can be something very exciting. So perhaps you are being open to new people, new experiences, and potentially new ways to make a little bit more money and to have a little bit more abundance around you. The Page of Pentacles can represent a leveling up in your finances and your career path, but it can also represent some invitations or something kind of a little bit exciting that can come in. You could be buying something with that, and with that Page of Cups, it's not something you need, most likely, okay? It's maybe something that you just really want, right? And so just make sure that you're checking in with your bank account there and just make sure that it's not going to put you, over into debt or something. So a little bit of discernment may be necessary, but a little bit of compromise may be there. But I think that you will get whatever it is that you want. Maybe you've been waiting for something to go on sale and then it's like, oh my God, today's the day. Whatever it is, it's a great energy there for you. The pages can certainly be some things that you've manifested in. Page of Pentacles especially can be very much associated with the intentions that you've set and some manifestations headed your way. So this can be really exciting for you guys. The 8 of Swords here is your advice from Spirit. Now, the 8 of Swords as your advice energy here is to open up. The 8 of Swords is where we feel restricted, where we tie ourselves up in knots a little bit. We overthink, we overanalyze, we wrap ourselves in fear and worry and doubt, and we feel like we can't go anywhere. We go in circles or we don't go anywhere at all. So in this energy here, you are being very encouraged. We've got multiple messages of opening up. Multiple messages here of maybe embracing something new, right? Of being open to messages or opportunities, right? So sometimes what we need to do is let go of worries and fears and doubts. And quite often it can be fear that keeps us in that 8 of Swords energy, right? So it's a self-imposed restriction, overthinking, overanalyzing, worrying about, what if, right? So you're being very much encouraged here in this energy to get out of your head and into your heart, especially with that Page of Cups there. One of the best ways that we can do that is to engage in some meditation or put ourselves somewhere quiet and just be. Just be. Just sit and be. Don't worry about things. Don't sit there and go over a laundry list of things to do in your head. When we get the Four of Swords, this is an energy of still and quiet and calm. And quite often the way we can get there, it's about quieting your conscious mind and connecting with your energy. Quite often the way we get there is very simply doing a little bit of breath work. That's how it starts, right? We don't have to have a whole bunch of fluff and flutter over things like meditation or anything like that. It starts with breathing. Deep breath in, hold it for a couple of seconds, and a nice, beautiful deep breath out. Repeat that a few times. Man, you will feel different, right? You will feel grounded and centered. You will feel a little lighter in your energy. Keep on doing that. You can do it anywhere. You don't have to have candles lit or surrounded by crystals. You can do it sitting in your car. You can do it in 10 seconds. You can do it in 30 seconds. You can do it in an hour if you want. But the important part is to quiet that conscious mind and open up your energy. Just breathe. Simple. Because it does quite often just clear our energy. And it's for our best and highest good when we do that. It's a great practice to get into. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of information out there, quite often misinformation. People like to overcomplicate things. People like to overcomplicate things. Sometimes, keep it simple. Just breathe. So let's get out some more messages from your angels. I was going to give that a big old good extra shuffle, but 3 popped out and I've been told to leave them. So what do we have here? There's your first final message. Something precious to you was lost but has suddenly now reappeared. Oh, Page of Cups. Receive this gift as a clear sign that the angels want you to be happy. Interesting. A little bit of a mystery there. Your next message. There's your card. Conflicts you've been experiencing are now melting away. People who seemed like adversaries have become your allies. The angels are working through them to support you. Very interesting. And your final message, that's a busy one. There we go. I need to turn it towards me. Archangel Michael, guardian of the earth realm, clears away energy when we are struggling. His presence is often signaled by indigo orbs or sparkles of light. You might observe purple flowers or feel attracted to amethyst gemstones. Work with Archangel Michael to help you clear out anything that has been holding you back, or just to help you detach from any old energy or negativity or anything. Archangel Michael is making a very big appearance in your reading. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If you enjoyed your reading, please do take a moment and press that like button. It's that thumbs up. It's free to you, but it really does help my channel get seen, and it helps this video get out there to more people. So I truly appreciate that. And if you do enjoy my content, hit that notification bell with the subscribe button, and you will in theory always know whenever I post something new, which is just about every day. But don't be afraid to say hello down in the comments as well. And especially with the eclipse energy that we've got activating and coming in for us, how is this playing out for you? How are you feeling in this energy? Do you have weird stuff going on? Because I do. But it's always nice to hear from you guys. So I thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.